Good morning. Happy Friday. Is
There
it
was a
Friday?
show. Every time you say that, there was a show that Good Miracle Morning.
Yeah.
And so every time you say Good Morning, I hear Good Miracle Morning. And that was a couple of guys that were doing weird little
Morning, Pat.
science things.
I don't know. It's good mythical morning.
Oh, I like Miracle better.
Oh, yeah. I know there is the Miracle Morning
Oh, the book.
videos. The book,
Yeah.
yeah. Miracle Mornings, which obviously read. And read a Miracle Morning for realtors as well. So, yeah. How are y'all doing? Is it Friday? It is
Yeah.
Friday.
I'm going to do a twirl move so they can see. So all of you, I love this little dress. It's kind of a fun one. Thanks, Marie. My God, woman, she says, I just love your dresses. This was a Texas dress, I will say. I got this when I was visiting Jolene and Tejas.
So my nose is really red right now. I put on a little bit of makeup and I just blew my nose and I see it's removed the makeup. So it's
I'm going
kind
to
of,
go touch it up, honey.
no, I want to keep the Rudolph thing going because I love Rudolph the Red-Nosed
And
Reindeer.
good morning, Julie. Good morning, Karen.
So we were chatting this morning. There's something going on in the background and it really doesn't matter what it is. But when people move to Mexico, I always give this speech for somebody that I know is considering moving to Mexico. And the speech is always Mexico is the most wonderful, incredible, terrible, awful place on earth. And all I mean by that is it's what you want to make of it. So when people come down here without friends or family, they've usually got a significant other. I always say you really need to hold this relationship and make this one sacred. Because when you come down here, there's going to be a lot of earthquakes. And they're not real earthquakes, but they're shakes because women are cheaper in Mexico, or men. Alcohol cheaper, drugs cheaper. It's easier to get into trouble in Mexico. So when you have any cracks in your foundation up there, Mexico is going to expose those cracks or shake them up. So when you come to Mexico, you need to be clear that that person that you come with, primary relationship, even when you're ticked off, you still need to hold hands and walk down this beach and watch the sunsets. Because
That's why you see us on the beach all the time. Should see us on the beach more.
Yeah, and how this came up is there is somebody and they're in the middle of an issue right now. But we have seen people come down here, thrive, survive, and grow, kind of like us. And then we've seen people really at the end of a rope. Literally
Actually.
at the end of a rope.
Yeah.
Because, maybe they were into drugs or whatever. So when you come to Mexico, you need to make sure that your foundation is secure. And if it's not secure, this is not the country to come to. Like I've got a sister who I love, and she has a problem with,
You name it, she's got it.
You name
Drugs,
it, she's got
alcohol.
it. So yeah, I'm just going to let this one go. Just because if they don't know not to call from 10 to 10:30 or 10.
Really, you think everybody that tries to get a hold of us knows that we do this show? No, they don't. They do not.
They should. So yeah, please, if you're coming to Mexico, make sure you've got a repaired foundation. Because in Mexico, like up there, you've got your friends, your family, your job. Those we call them babysitters. Now they're not really babysitters, but they act as babysitters. They kind of keep us a little more in check. Because when you come to Mexico and nobody is watching you, that is when character truly is revealed. So there you go. That's it. That's all I have to say about that.
Wow. There you go. There's your...
And I really do give this speech to anybody who says they want to move down here full time.
He does.
And I don't know why I do it. I just don't want to end up at the end of the phone.
Because we've seen it a lot. We've seen it with people that we've met, not necessarily friends, but people that we've met, people that we are potentially would be clients. We just hate to lose a deal. No, just kidding.
it's sadly, it's many times over the years. Like I said, we've seen people come down here, thrive, survive, grow. We've seen people come down here, leave Mexico with their tail between their legs. Unless they're a one-legged person.
Which we've met those too.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so yeah. So what's up with you guys? What are your weekend plans? I don't know
Do
what
we
our
have
weekend
weekend
plans.
plans?
I think I'm gonna hang with Jolene tomorrow. I don't know what we're gonna do. Um, I haven't really talked to her about it other than, yeah, let's do something. I wouldn't mind. There's a lot of little boutiques in Bucerias that I have not even looked in. So that to me would be something fun. But I don't know if she has. So we'll be chatting about that and see. We'll probably grab lunch/dinner somewhere. Maybe do some pool time at her place. Morning from Salt Spring Island Brewery.
Nice.
Morning
Brewery
from
coffee. Oh, maybe it's Salt Island Spring coffee, coffee in hand,
okay,
my signal will be in and out today,
on the island.
on the island.
My weekend plans are shoveling 50 centimeters of snow.
Ouch.
Oh, Helen.
Man, that's just
And Doug and
wrong.
Katrina are on their last plane home.
Sorry.
It was lovely seeing you guys. We had an awesome couple short visits with you. We'll see you back in December.
So I do have something to share today. So the Ardent FX, the thing that I got to decarb weed, it's got a THC button and it's got a CBD button.
We've talked about him not talking about it.
Yeah, but I pushed the CBD button and then I had the weed with CBD. Absolutely incredible. Zero high. And
just pain relief.
Just like it's just this calming over you. It's just very strange.
Calm.
Well, I was calm. But it's just very fascinating to me that exactly that same stuff, the THC craziness or the CBD calmness, very strange.
I love the way you think, Karen. She says, we do not have to wear face masks now. I know, I read that yesterday and I'm like, good on you for protecting your ass, Prime Minister of the UK.
But the thing is this is what I said would happen now. The politicians now are trying
now they're backpedaling.
They are backpedaling so fast because they know that the military probably should do something about them.
So she's doing maskless retail therapy this weekend. That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's
I like
funny.
it.
In Mexico yesterday, I go into a kiosco and I didn't have my mask on. And the guy's like to me, you must wear your mask. And I may have said something very bad to him twice because this little midget comes up to me and it's like he's like the enforcer. You must wear your mask. I'm sick of it. It's been 2 years.
Okay, then don't go into those stores.
No, but most stores, though, are very happy.
These big chains are all mandated to do it, and these kids don't want to lose their freaking jobs.
Well, I'm sorry.
It makes me so mad when he does that, because it's not their fault.
But it is.
I know, because that's what the soldier said.
Absolutely. Hey, man, I was just doing my job, killing those people. So, yeah, eventually we all got to stand up like the truckers in Canada. God bless them. And their supporters, God bless them. And of course, Trudeau, I may have come into contact with somebody with the Omicron.
Chicken shit.
So I've got to hide in my bedroom for 5 days because then the bad man will go away.
Someone said that the truckers weren't going to leave until he resigned.
Nice.
And all the people that are going. They're expecting hundreds of thousands, if not into the millions of people to show up.
I have to tell you, shocked,
thrilled to pieces,
but thrilled.
And there are some people that are giving negative responses, but the vast, vast, vast majority are so excited and that someone has the balls to stand up for the freedom of Canada, because it's nuts.
85% of the truckers have been vaxxed. They're anti-vax mandate, not anti-vax. The media is trying to switch the narrative, but 85% of these truckers are
vaccinated. Yes.
So it is just, you need to dig deeper.
Yeah.
Because so many people just, listen to the news. Oh, I heard their headline. Now I know. Now I get to discredit everything they say.
I heard the headline from like CNN or something
CBC.
Like that. CBC. Well, other news places are reporting it too, because they can't not.
Yeah, but they're still saying 75 trucks.
Oh, I know. That I laughed at.
It's like 75 kilometers of trucks.
Eva said Ottawa is getting so many welcomes from the public for those truckers. Oh, I know, and they're raising millions of dollars, and the GoFundMe has to make sure that the money is going to where it's stated that it was going to go before they release it. I'm like, oh,
And
GoFundMe.
it's just a minority of
Someone
people.
needs to start. And then Tim Hortons, there was a few Tim Hortons that
yeah.
refused to serve truckers
That's dumb.
as they were driving through.
Dumb.
Who the hell reserves or refuses to serve a trucker on a truck route?
Brainwashed Nazis.
So yeah, those Tim Hortons probably will not be there next time you guys go past there.
Yeah, that would be lovely.
And then Julie, this is it exactly. That's us Canadians. We are good until we aren't. And that's the problem. It has to boil and boil and boil until it's almost too late before anything gets done.
And let's hope it's not too late. I mean, let's hope that Trudeau has an awakening.
Anyway,
I don't know what that means.
No, I don't either. I don't know what you're talking about, which is normal.
Yeah, but I'm excited. So many people all around the world now are excited about Canada. I'm excited about Canada because Canada, it's like, but it took the truckers. Which, if you saw the tweets a year and a half, 2 years ago from Trudeau, it's like, thank a trucker because they are bringing us stuff and keeping our shelves stocked. Oh, we got to thank truckers. And now they are the devil.
And then there are the people that are saying, oh, you should thank the healthcare workers and the doctors because they keep going in day after day.
We need to fire them now.
But I'm sorry, but a lot of them are following those same mandates. And I appreciate the fact that some of them have stayed. The ones that buckled and got their vaccinations and let their coworkers leave and get fired because they didn't.
Yeah.
That's not standing up.
No.
That is, the other part is doing their job that they get paid for. Standing up for your fellow, like these truckers, like John said, there's a whole whack of them that are vaccinated and they're still driving and doing this thing not for the vaccines, but for the mandate issue. It's not the vaccines that they're necessarily complaining about. It is the fact that they're mandating it and making it so you can lose your job if you don't. And we personally know a bunch of people that have lost their jobs because they will not get vaccinated.
What's the guy? Richard Brand, I believe that's his name. He's a comedian. Russell Brand, that's his name. Russell Brand, comedian, and he is now waking up because he was a crazy lefty, and even he's got 4.77 million followers on YouTube, and I
like how he says, "I'm not going to give you my opinion because I contractually can't because whatever radio or news thing he works for, but yet all his stuff is."
But he's waking his people up.
Yes,
which is fantastic.
He's giving them both sides.
Oh, absolutely. But he's pretty much showing them the truth.
Yeah,
just say because even he now is realizing.
Or I guess he's giving them the other side, not necessarily both sides.
Yesterday he said something fascinating to me, and it was kind of like, if you don't want this to be a conspiracy or people to think it's a conspiracy, maybe y'all shouldn't be reading from the same cue cards. Mm-hmm. Build back better. Follow the science. They're all saying the same damn crap. So there is somebody leading them along. And Operation Mockingbird, if you don't know what that is, you need to find out what it is. Operation Mockingbird. Even on CNN, the guy with the gray hair, kind of good-looking guy.
Anderson Cooper.
Anderson Cooper. Guys, he started in the CIA. Then it disappeared from his profile. So you need to find out what Operation Mockingbird is, and you need to get involved. Guys, everybody needs to get involved. We are being fed corporatist crap. This has nothing to do with capitalism. This is corporatism. It's the government picking the winners and the losers. Mm-hmm. Banks, too big to fail. Sorry. Insurance companies, too big to fail. Sorry. But the little guys who pay all the taxes, the little guys who run the economy, hey, man, gotta go.
Yeah. Jim said, very happy to see Canadians standing up for personal rights. Funny to read posts from Mexican sites with Canadians still supporting the government mandate. Yet They're here, not in Canada,
Exactly.
are they?
Go
So
back
obviously
home.
they did not support the government mandate because the government mandated that Canadians do not leave for non-essential travel. No matter what you say, coming down to Mexico is non-essential. Just saying, just putting that out there for all our fellow Canadians that are dissing what's going on.
Yeah.
I do not salute you. Let's put it that way.
We have so many of our older friends. It's been 2 years. And so many of them haven't talked to us, won't do business with us, whatever, because of what we think and what we've been saying, which we've been right for 2 years.
You are very late, Leslie. If we didn't start late, you'd be missed us.
And the problem is so many of them have bought into the system because they're past a certain age. Their income relies on government. They need the old system to work.
Yeah.
As they're bankrupting the future of this world.
So Karen has a really good point too. She says, I am amazed at what the truckers are doing and in all that cold and snow. And that's true because it's easy to do something, protest in the summer when you can sleep easily in your truck and not, and be able to do all that kind of stuff. So I am so impressed.
Hats off to Canada.
I was reading it one day and it actually brought tears to my eyes. All the comments that people were making about how brave these truckers are and how awesome it is that someone is finally standing up, like making a big deal. This is going worldwide. I mean, I read a post on one of the little sites about the truckers. Someone from Hungary, their news is not allowing more stuff about this to be broadcast. So they're finding it on Facebook and joining these groups from Hungary. It is for mental health necessary travel. Yeah, but Kurt, you're not one of the people that are bitching about those of us that don't want to wear masks and don't get vaccinated and stuff like that.
I'm going to very quickly explain the average person. This is not you. You are not average. You're above average. You're so far beyond average, it hurts. But the average person, they're like in California. California used to be this amazing place 50 years ago, 60 years ago, before the Democrats took it over. And now you can crap in the streets, you can steal, you can do all of this stuff. You can even not pay for your bond. Like, it's just all of this craziness. So people are like, this is just wrong. So we're moving to Texas. So they moved to Texas and they're like, these people are crazy. We need to vote like we did in California and create a crap hole just like the one we left. That is your average person. They can't disassociate their stupid decisions over here and their new decisions over here. So they make the same stupid decisions.
Good morning, Jolene. Yeah, and my mom, my brother lost his job and so then they moved to Florida. Now she says she lost her son and grandkids. You didn't lose them, Mom. They just moved. All you have to do is get on the plane when you can next. So, but and she doesn't know when they'll be able to see them again since they moved to Florida. Things will open up and and now that you can fly
very soon,
you can fly, you'll be able to go down and visit them. So
this is almost over, guys. It is almost over.
But another thing my mom said is with the temperatures in the minus 35 Celsius and the wind gusting, there are people standing on the side of the highway cheering and waving on. I read a trucker who stopped in somewhere in Ontario, obviously for food, at one of the stops that are being kind of supplied for these truckers. And so this lady offered him, I think, some Tim Hortons coffee. And he said, no, thank you. So she gave him an envelope, and inside of that envelope was a little note from the family and a $10 bill. And she had a stack of those envelopes. So he says, I am not the only person that got one of those envelopes. I don't know how many people are getting those envelopes. And $10 for you is not a lot, but $10 from that family multiplied, no matter how wealthy they may be, that's amazing that they went to all that trouble and did all that. I just think it's just amazing.
So
amazing.
To the Canadians involved in this, good job. To the Canadians against this, you are going to be so freaking ashamed and disgusted in yourself and in your behavior and the actions that you had For 2 years. For 2 years, this frickin' world was shut down because of your blind obedience.
Well, my mom is saying we don't know when anything and flying will be allowed without
It's
being
gonna be very
vaccinated.
soon.
It's a federal mandate. That's what this whole trucker thing is about, Mom. It's the federal mandates.
A mandate is not a
just
law.
for the truckers. It's mandates for the vaccination in general.
So this is how the politicians are weaseling their way out, because now they're being sued. So people are finding out.
And the UK has already stepped back from it. They've canceled mandates and masks.
And the problem is that they're like, well, this isn't a law, it's a mandate. And that's different. It's voluntary.
Yeah.
It's like you don't have to follow it, but we will jail you, we will shoot you,
Fine.
we will fire you, we will fine you, but it's voluntary. What's your problem?
Well, this is not what we were going to talk about today, just saying.
Yeah, I know. But I'm so happy that Canada is at the forefront of this. And I'm excited because Canada is doing all of this stupid stuff that is so freaking backwards. And it is 100% Mr. Trudeau, 32% of the vote, being led by the testicles by somebody. Somebody's pulling them along. And we need to find out who that is. Take care of them.
And I'm just going to put this out there. I plucked a few eyebrows today. Now my eyebrows are very itchy.
I'm sorry. When we scratch them?
No.
All right. So yeah, that is what's going on here. What's going on here is way more important, well, up there in Canada than what's going on here. Because here, we still have to wear our masks and stuff, and people are still stupid. But at the same time, people are starting to wake up, and it's just like, I love how it's all spreading. It's spreading so fast. And now the politicians, it's fascinating to see them start to weasel and squirm, and they will be taken care of.
PC's mandate goes till June, the vaccination ID.
It won't. Guys, it's not going to last.
Mom, I know that you're lonely and sad. I get it. Because she's saying it's easy for you to say it. I'm here not knowing when or how I'll be able to see you or Rod.
You could have come.
Oh, the BC's mandate,
Yeah,
not the PC's mandate.
Yeah, you could have come.
I get it. It's sad, and things will change, though. It's not going to last forever.
Yeah.
It might be a few more months, but it's not going to last forever.
Yeah.
They can't. They absolutely cannot. There's too much. Too many people are starting to wake up. It's too.
I love it. It's fascinating to me to watch these people on the left, their eyes open up and going, "What have I been doing? What have I been doing?"
Yeah, John was watching something yesterday, and I wasn't really paying attention. But one of the comments that they had said was, those of us that have been on one side or the other, especially the people that have been so adamant and mean about the people that are not vaccinated and won't wear the mask, when you learn that this was all just government, it didn't really help, it didn't stop anything, how do those of us that have been hurt by you react? Now, this is his words, these are not my words. Because I don't feel, there's a couple of people that pissed us off, but there's nobody that was important to us, important enough to us that they hurt our feelings, but they pissed us off, that's for sure. But anyways, it's just been really trying for everybody, and it's not going to go away fast, and there's still going to be a lot of feelings after this that people are on one side of the stance or another. There are going to be people that are going to be upset about the fact that you wouldn't wear your mask when you were mandated to do it, and you should have looked out for the betterment of everybody and not been so selfish and thinking about yourself. And all I know is I got a lot of pimples from all this, and I still got COVID, having to wear my mask when I was told to wear it. I still got COVID.
Frickin' communists. Frickin' communists. Guys, I've been saying since I was 13 years old that the commies are still here, still going full force, and they're in control of a lot of these cultural things, education, entertainment. Have you heard from the famous Hollywood people lately?
Yeah,
Why are they being shut up?
And also, my mom just said they're talking about Omicron B2. I know they will keep trying to scare everybody with more variants.
We need a boogeyman.
Omicron, I think, is the best thing that happened for the world since COVID started.
Yes.
Because Omicron is proving that it's losing its potency.
Now, it is very fascinating to me that the number of deaths, we had a pandemic, and a pandemic previously was like 7% death rate. It was never even close to that, but we called it a pandemic because that's how you get the people.
Scarians. Yeah, they are more scarians.
You get the people afraid.
I love that word.
So it is fascinating that no more people died. Now, that said, over this last year, between 20 and 49, in that area, 40% increase in death, all because of the frickin' shots. It sucks. And they're going to keep telling you it's the people who haven't been vaccinated because that's the people that they need to control. Guys, there is
all right, Manny,
something
thanks
happening.
For joining in. And yes, we are looking forward to seeing you again and getting back to normal. Get back to work.
Get back. Yeah, it's all about the liberal people's ideas, 100%.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy because in a communist society, when the communists take over,
we have an appointment in 15 minutes.
When the communists,
that's what happens when we start late, guys.
When the communists take over, the first people they get rid of are those people because they're the ones that are hurt the most. That it never works.
Ever. Flowers, they're still doing pretty good from last weekend.
All right, guys, we're gonna head out. We do have an appointment in 15 minutes.
Yep. Bye. Have a great day. Have a great weekend.